And there we go. There, all the settings are on. Fair enough. Oh shit, nice.
Let me see. Ooh. Oh, that's the one. That's the one you sent to the art channel earlier, right? Oh, nice.
Fair enough. Oof. These pieces are absolutely tiny. There we go. I do not want to accidentally cut myself with this. There we go. What's everyone drinking? Damn. Thank you, Playing Plays. You know, fun fact, I have never, um, I never cut myself with these things by accident, but I have accidentally cut myself with these by accident. Fun fact. Okay, let's see, I got all the pieces I need to start. Got Huron's face right here. And the torso. I unfortunately do not own any Tamiya cement or whatever it is. None of the glue I own has like a brush applicator, so I need to be very careful with this. I have a drill bit I usually use, but I can't find it. Ah. There we go. Okay, I think that's good, right? Ugh. I think I need a little extra glue on this, actually. There we go. That should be good. Let's look at the instructions real quick. Yeah, let's stick it on this one first. So I can actually get the contact points. Oops, sorry. Spreading the glue around to where it needs to go. There we go. Hopefully that's enough. Look at that. It is quite literally just his skin barely stapled onto a robotic head. Terrifying. Love it and hate it at the same time. Let's see, how do these two pieces fit? Ooh, okay. This one I don't need to be careful with the glue. I can just kind of go crazy with it because it's going to be on the inside. There we go. And you can already tell that this guy's like slightly bigger than a normal Primaris Marine. In fact, let me grab one. Because this whole thing is that he is like a big dude. How thick is his... See how thick that thigh is? It's only a little thicker, I think. It's hard to tell. But it'll be easier to tell when he's fully built. Oh boy. Okay, looks good. Ooh, I forgot to shave this one. Okay, let's see. Oh. Let's see, is there any other mold lines? Dude, I don't know what the modelers, the GW modelers were on, but from what I can tell so far already, this thing is going to be like a dream to scrape the mold lines off. Because I have had, because like, okay, compare those original Intercessor kits. Like, a classic Space Marine Intercessor from the beginning of 8th, I think it was. I don't remember which edition they came out in. I started with 10th. I'm sorry. But, these guys are fucking awful. Like, having mold lines, focus Demu, along these spots, and like on the knee joints, and just, like, And then, what else? There was another kit I have that has some egregious mold lines. These guys. Yes, these guys have some egregious mold lines you gotta scrape off. But this new kit is like, from what I can tell so far, is perfect. I love it. So where should I put the glue? Come on. Gotta jork the glue a little bit. Straight up jorking the glue. Make sure the glue doesn't, explode on you too early when you're... Sorry. I'm... And there we go. Alright. Ooh. I'm a dumbass. There we go. There we go. Look at that sexy man. Loving it. Okay. So this one goes on like that. Yeah, this one's, there we go. Okay. There we go. And then, ooh. This leg is like entirely mechanical. Well, as it should be. He got his fucking right side blown off by a melta. I'm sorry, our army painter. These things fucking suck. Come on, all these companies are starting to like do their little rebrands and redesigns. You need to redesign your fucking glue to have some goddamn applicators. Ugh, there we go. Okay, now let's grab this Primaris Bro again. Okay, it's kind of hard to like. Here, let me find a different one. That's Where's here we go. There's a bit of a comparison. It's just a generic Primaris Bro and good old Huron BlackHeart. I'm like 90% certain his shins are longer. He has longer thighs, I'm pretty sure. Focus, damn you. Thank you, camera. Yeah. And I'm like pretty certain his torso is like bigger as well. There we go. What's next? The shoulders and the axe. Okay. Sorry about the horrible camera angle. Ooh, that was pretty bad. Oops. Carved a little too much plastic out of there. And now, shave the plastic off of. Oh, God, this is sharp. Ah. Dude. Ah. That's kind of. Ooh. I kind of like how sharp it is, though. I like how sharp it is. Fuck. It could make a person bleed if they're not careful with that. Alright. Huron BlackHeart. Here we come. Pre-fit everything. Make sure it's all flush. Excellent. Oh, that's a thought. What color should I prime this in? Because I feel like each character. There's the box. I don't want to mess up my setup. Here we go. So, like, what do you think these guys were primed in? Do you think they were primed in black? I mean, yeah. Right? I should prime them in black because that's just like a good starting point. Yeah, I think priming them in black is what I'll do. Okay. There we go. Got the arm glued on. Loving this kit so far. Like, if the camera will focus. Come on. There we go. Like, you can barely see the mold line on this guy. You can barely see the mold line on the axe piece. Like the Warhammer designers, the modelers for these sprues have really stepped up their game since their initial, that's not a fucking word, initial release of the Primaris Marines. I made the horrid mistake of buying 2 boxes of these fuckers. I hate building them with a passion, and I only built the 1 box. Like I cannot stress how much better this new, like how much better they've gotten at hiding the mold lines in their new kits. Oh man, I love it. Oh man. All right, there we go. I think his arm is secure. So now for the shoulder pads. There's a question. Do I sub-assembly him? Hmm. Hmm. Do I sub-assembly this guy? That's a real question. Yeah, nah, fuck it. This glue actually sucks. Alright, there we go. Get this, that piece on. That piece on. Okay, now for trying to remember. There we go. There we go. You know what? I might as well just take the rest of these pieces off. Ooh. There's a random wire. It's probably like the. There we go. This rock has a lot of spots that's kind of annoying, but yeah. Ooh. Even the rock is pointy. What the fuck? Even the rock is pointy. Like everything in this kit is pointy. Is this just chaos kits in general? Everything is pointy. I don't know. I'm a Space Marine player. Like, ow. I have one like other chaos kit, and it's these guys, like standard legionnaires. Well, okay, that's a lie. I have 3 chaos kits, but I haven't fully messed with them, you know? I built half of my berserkers and painted 2. And I have a box of accursed cultists, and I only painted one little dude out of there. In fact, this is him right here out of the accursed cultists box. He is not finished, but I do like him. Here we go. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more of these, by the way. And then, oh, there we go. Come on, focus. This is actually just one of my favorite, like, I had to try out a lot of new techniques with this one, and I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it. And this is, um, an unfinished red Corsair out of the Legionary kit. Um, I mostly did dry brushing. I don't own an airbrush yet, so whenever I want to do blending or stuff, I have to use a dry brush. And sometimes it works. Sometimes I need to go back and do layering. Sometimes I need to go back and fix it. Alright, now time to clip out Huron's little pet. This seems unnecessarily complicated for some reason because of these little spines on his back. So I don't want to accidentally clip one. There we go. Get Ree. There we go. And now to clip. You know what? I don't like it. There we go. Other way. There we go. Mm. Ree. Oh no, don't set it on top of there. See how well it looks if I... Do I need to do any... Yeah, I need to do a little clipping. Just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Sleep? What? What? Ooh. Oh. Oh, uh, so I don't know if I'm allowed to like plug my live streams because like that I don't want to like poach viewers from Laser, but I mean she hasn't streamed at all today, so I guess. Okay. Oh yeah, I have seen other people promote their streams too. Yeah. You. By the way, hint hint, nudge nudge, wink wink. I am currently streaming. Yes. Building, building the new nice, nice. Oh, who did we lose? Turn up! Oh, yay, turnip's back. And there we go. Now it's time for the glue. How does it want this assembled actually? Ah, I see. So, oops. Okay, so glue should go. Uh-oh. Should be enough glue. Hey Dev, you still here? Uh, I think my friends from the hobby shop want me to play Minecraft with them because I sent one of them a picture of my new Huron box, and all he said was, Minecraft, put Huron in the mines. That was his only response. I guess Huron goes to the mines now. Oh, shit. Oh, you're all good. Oh, shit. How do I type in my own live stream chat? Because I want to. Never mind. Here we go. So let's do the pre-fit test. Make sure it works. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to look before I put the glue on. Thank you, Turnip, for showing up to my stream. So if I remember correctly, this is a weapon used by Huron called the Tyrant's Claw, and it is a combination of electrified claws with a flamethrower built into the palm. So, you know, if the electrified razor sharp claws wasn't enough, having like a flamethrower inside the palm of the hand is like icing on the cake. Okay, that's where it fits. This is plastic glue, contains 24G polystyrene cement. Yeah, it is not normal glue at all. What it does is it melts and molecularly bonds the separate pieces of plastic together. I think that's what it does, right? Did I get it right, Caleb? Ooh. Yep. I didn't know it broke down styrofoam. That's cool. Hmm. Valid. Hello. There it goes. Yes, indeed, Neo. I am building Huron BlackHeart. And I gotta say, um, as someone who has built these god awful things, this is actually one of the best kits I have ever had. The mold lines the placement of the mold lines. I am telling you, they have improved so much since like 2018. The amount of cleanup you have to do when building these guys versus all of the newer stuff. Oh, I love it. I have not built the heavy intercessors kit yet, and everyone has told me that they are awful to build. Oof. Yeah, for that reason, I don't plan on getting them anytime soon. Even though everyone at my hobby shop is telling me they're not necessarily meta, just stronger than what I actually use. Missed a spot. Uh, no, I'm a Space Marine player primarily, but I'm just now getting into Chaos because Niu, you might enjoy this. I am a Red Scorpions player, and if you remember the Bad Ab War, uh, there's a bit of a rivalry between the Corsairs and the Scorpions, which is why as soon as I saw this new kit, I had to get it. There we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, I and of course I have Death Guard. Ooh, who you planning on starting for 11th? You might be getting Steel Legion if you hold out long enough, if that's at all interesting. You make a good point, Turnip. Guard or Xenos faction like Orcs or Necrons? Hmm. I personally might recommend. Well, Necrons did just get Necrosaur Amentar, but Orcs are getting new stuff with Armageddon. Ooh, you provide a solid dilemma.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Hmm. Yeah, true enough. It's always better to wait and see. Eh, okay, that's a tough little spot. God damn, these little mold spots are pretty bad on the rock. I will say, the, you know, GW just can't seem to get away from the whole tactical rock thing, which I don't personally hate it. I just don't like it when the tactical rock has pieces of their boot attached to it. Because what if you don't want them on the rock? That's like. That's my one criticism about Huron so far, is that part of his boot is attached to the tack rock, which is. Just makes it not so fun. Okay, enough messing around. Finally get some glue on this bad boy. Give me a second, gotta jork the glue. Huh. You know, if they would ever get some damn lore, the faction I really want to try is Votan. Like, I love how their models look so far. And the new the Orc Slayer Votan character, that's a step in the right direction. But like, yeah, they really are. Would be nice to have that, like, have books about them though, you know, or at least have them heavily featured in a book. Like like how what was it? The Big Daka is like 50% orcs and 50% Drukari, and the Drukari parts of the Big Daka is like really good. Like that, like despite being an orc book, when it does Drukari content, it's pretty good. So like the Votan need that kind of treatment. Ooh. Freaking sweet, dude. Freaking sweet. I just want to thank everyone who has stopped by and left a like and comment, by the way. I greatly appreciate it, especially as someone who's trying to start, like, actually having fun on YouTube with this thing, you know? Ah, thanks. Thanks, Neo. Mm. Look at this sexy beast. Um, Next up is the little, like, fuel hose, I guess, that connects to... Oh, there's no real, huh. It's weird. Okay, how do I get this to... Oh, this is going to be a tough one. this weird little dangly piece. Well, I'm glad to be of help, Neo. Having extra conversation's always nice. There we go. Yeah, I won't lie. I've been watching other live streamers on here lately. Oops. They've been inspiring me quite a bit. Okay, let's see. Oh, damn you. Oh, there we go. Got the hose on. The little power cable fuel hose thing. I have only painted one shield so far, so I don't have an opinion on if I hate it or not. Though Deathwing Terminators have always looked cool to me. Let me see if I can get the one shield. Alright, there we go. This is the one shield I have painted so far. And it's on a Terminator Chaplain. I like how it turned out, but at the same time, uh, both actually. I do both depending on what I mean, what like which model it is. So for things like captains and vehicles, I will use a decal sheet I bought off of from these guys. Ginfritter's Gnomish Workshop. So like special characters get the decal treatment in vehicles as well, while the generic rank and file Space Marines get a free hand. If I can find a good example of one real quick. Ooh. Although I did do this as well. I had a friend give me some Death Watch shoulder pads. Because the Death Watch kit comes with red scorpions, I guess. And I ended up doing this. And also magnetized him. So I can like put him on bigger bases to like give him rank ups and that kind of stuff. But let's get this show on the road. Ooh, enjoy your sandwich, Neo. Finally got Huron's little pet doggo thing built. There's only 2 pieces, so it's not that hard. There it goes when it's glued on. Alright. Now to glue on Huron the man himself. Oh, there's still a mold spot on the rock. Oh. Is it the same? Okay, 50 millimeter. So this is a 50 millimeter base I've been working on for a Tyranid, but maybe? Maybe? No, no. Save it for the Tyranid. Yeah, yeah. This should be like a dead, shit. A dead salamander on there. In fact, well, the one thing I do appreciate about this is how much room is left on the 50 millimeter base after you add Huron. That's another thing I appreciate about this kit. Because if there's one thing I love, it's adding skulls to the bases. Adding little dead guys. There we go. Oh, we got 2 viewers now. Finally. Hello. Oh. No. There we go. Just wait for that glue to set in for a second there. And I will add his little pet creature once he's securely dried. I'm probably not gonna have time to build anyone else tonight. Unfortunate, but I am excited. Ow. is the... There is something I want to try when I build the, what's his name? Corpse Master Garion, the evil apothecary. Because he's standing on top of, like, another red corsair, right? And stealing... And he's, like, about to pull out his gun. There it is. This is the shoulder pad that goes on the almost dead guy Garion is standing on. But my question is, how hard would it be to just take, like, any other Space Marine shoulder pad and shave it down? And then, like, paint the guy Garion is standing on top of as, like, a different faction. I think that would be very... I think that could work. I think it could work. Oh, I am getting tired, and I have work tomorrow. BLT has been gobbled. Oh, nice. I'm getting hungry now, too. Now, that's the pre-fit. Make sure it's all good. Maybe I should actually... Oh. Niu, I want your opinion. Should I prime and paint these two separately? Because when I place him on, he blocks the back of his mechanical leg. Yeah, I think I will just stick with sub-assembly for that part. Prime and paint them separate. Alright. Make sure it's all... There we go. How do I want him on there? I think that's good. Come on. I am just about done with him. Finally about to put Huron on the base. Wait for the glue to set. There we go. Okay, yeah, I am gonna do this guy separate, because, yeah, they deserve the extra work. They deserve the effort of sub-assembly. And there we go. We now have Huron BlackHeart, Master of the Maelstrom, fully built and assembled. Oh man. This is actually one of my favorite kits I've built so far. Let's see, what time is it? It is 11:10. Oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna call it here. I want to thank you all so much for showing up and hanging out with me as I built this. Yeah. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Just remember to double tap, like the stream, and subscribe if you want to keep up with my progress, because whenever I can, I will actually do more streams of me building the rest of these guys. So whenever I can, the next stream will be me building Corpse Master Garion. I hope you all have a wonderful night.